Well, good morning. It is June 3rd, day 27 for me on the trail, and it's an extra special day because it's my birthday. I'm still here with Bourbon. Say bonjour.
Bonjour.
And we just left camp, and here's our first challenge. That's some rebar just punched into the rock, and we get to scale that. All right, so I'll see you again in a little bit because I won't be able to film this. All right, just after the climb, you get a nice view. All right, very nice. All right, so since that last moment, we've been pretty much on this ridge walk, which has been sort of a rock scramble. Some of it's been, sort of on top of these relatively flat boulders, let's call them. But then other times we've had to, physically climb up and down rocks. It's been a challenge. It changes what you think of the word trail. Coming from Florida, the trail is usually relatively smooth, flat, and doesn't have huge rocks in the way. And on this trail, the trail can be anything. And you just got to follow the white blazes and do the best you can with it. So our plan for today is a relatively short day, just a little bit over 8 miles. We're going to stop at a road crossing, and hopefully the owner of the hostel is going to come pick us up from there and bring us to his place. And then we will relax a bit and shower and laundry done, go out for some sort of dinner that I didn't have to cook in my tiny little stove and pot, and hopefully sleep on a maybe even I lost the word. A bed, or at least a bunk. All right, so I've been showing you bits of the trail, and as always, if I see something interesting, I will get a photo or some video, and here's what the trail looks like right now. So we got that blue blaze, or that white blaze right there, and then we go beyond that. Right. I don't know if you can see the next one. It's down there on that rock, from what I can see. But we get a good view up here. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Power line view. Hooray. Another nice view along the ridge walk. All right, well, I'm in the town of Greenwood Lake. We got off the trail, got to our hostel, and cleaned up. I've got some laundry going, so I'm in this awesome shirt You know, a lot of places will let you borrow some clothes while you're getting yours laundered. And so, I mean, this was the perfect shirt to wear, right? I'm in New York. I'm wearing an I Love New York shirt. The owner of the hostel said that there was a craft beer shop right down the street. I said, okay, I'm gonna take a little walk. And I'm gonna check that out, see if they have something interesting to bring back to the hostel. And then I'm gonna try and get something good for dinner later. There's a few decent places nearby, so we're gonna try something out later. All right, I will see you in a bit. So I'm in the store. I'm gonna have to get a picture of it, and I'm like, you know, I'm a bit of a beer snob, and I'd like, you know, something local-ish and preferably cold. And the guy says, "Come with me." And we go past everything, you know, past the main part of the store, and he opens up this door, and it's an air-conditioned, it's a refrigerated room with craft beer in it. I mean, look at this. And he points out, oh, here's the ones that are, you know, from New York. Here's the ones, oh, these are from Vermont, and these are, so he left me in here to look it over. I mean, this is awesome. All right, well, I'm staying tonight at the Lost and Found hostel, and it is in Greenwood Lake, the village of Greenwood Lake in New York, just a little bit off the trail. Big props to Pete and Mary. They've got a nice spot here. They can host 6, 7, 8. They could host 8 hikers a night. Word is that they put on a good breakfast, so I'll make sure to get a picture of that in the morning and go from there. It was a lighter day today, just a little bit over 8 miles, but it was still a tough 8 miles. The ridge walks here in New York have been tricky. A lot of, you know, even though there's not a lot of changes in elevation on the ridge walks, you're going up and down these big rocks, you know, these boulders, and it's just tough, you know, pushing your body and the pack up, and then you have to go down, you know, 3 feet at a time. It's very challenging. So I hope we have less of that tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So the next couple days, our goal is we've got to get to, I think it's called Fort Montgomery. The guy I've been hiking with, Bourbon, he's got he's been having issues with his, the hip belt for his pack, and he's got a new one coming in and has been sent, and it's already arrived in Fort Montgomery. We just have to get there, and he's got to pick it up, and we'll probably do some resupply there in town, and then get back on the trail. And so that's about 2 days away. So probably 2 full days, and then the morning of the 3rd day, get into Fort Montgomery, and then go from there. I think we've only got, and then that day, in 3 days, I think we crossed the Hudson River. So that's pretty cool. That'll be, I think there's a zoo. There's a trailside zoo. I think that's coming up in a few days also. So we'll be able to see that. And it's free to through hikers. Pretty neat. All right, well, as you saw, I had a good meal in town at one of the local watering holes. And so, and then Bourbon treated me to dessert, some ice cream. I didn't take a picture of the ice cream, but I took a picture of the place. Oh, yeah, I did get a picture of the ice cream, didn't I? So I got some butter pecan ice cream, and Bourbon paid for it. So thank you again, Bourbon. He said, happy birthday. So bon fête en français for happy birthday. So that was my birthday. I think it was a pretty good day. Got some hiking in, got to spend some time in town, got some good beers and good food, and I got to spend it with a new friend. All right. So as always, if you stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. I will see you again tomorrow on the trail.